Welcome back guys to the show. हम लोग वापस आ गए हैं लेकिन हम लोग अकेले नहीं हैं. We have her on our show, our guest today. She's born in Kuwait, raised in South India and Canada, and is a very talented singer, songwriter, and a dancer. So please help me welcome Rebecca Naz. Rebecca, welcome to the show today.
Thank you so
Rebecca,
much.
thank you so much for being here with us. It's totally an honor.
Thank you.
And we're trying out this table thing with you. You're the first guest. So excuse us agar hum thode se awkward ho in this, if I trip over you or anything like that, because it's just a learning curve for both of us.
It's all good. It's all good. We can start good new things here. New
Exactly.
Things
Let's hope we adjust to this. Now,
Yeah.
Rebecca,
Hopefully there will be no tripping.
Hopefully.
Well, tell us all about how your musical journey began.
Sure. It started at a young age. Really, my mom, she's the first person that got me going with the music. I used to listen to a lot of different material at home, and she gave me my first guitar, started sending me for classes, taught me La Isla Bonita by Madonna, and I kind of fell in love with it from there. A talent show as well at a young age, kind of just threw me in, let's see what you got kind of thing, and it worked out. And I was really inspired by it and kind of got going from there. So
Now, your mom pushed you. Did you want to go in that direction? I know some kids are like, I don't want to do this. Was it sort of your mom pushing you, or did you want that as well?
she actually tried. She tried Bharatanatyam. She tried ballet. She tried drum lessons, piano
wow.
lessons. The list goes on.
Your mom
So the
really
only-
She pushed you.
Yeah, she really wanted something artistic, and I don't know why. I think when she was young, she wanted to do it, but it never happened, and so she wanted maybe us to try it. So for me, I looked at all the options, and I'm like, I want a guitar.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it all happened. A lot of it was me too. Yeah.
So at what age did you pick up the guitar and wrote your first song?
I kind of picked it up when I was 8 years old, started learning, and then after that, the writing started when I was in high school. You know, that time when you go through a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, and you have lots of emotions to write. Been there, done that.
Yeah, that's kind of what inspired me. So
Right.
I
So you
came-
wrote about your feelings and your experiences.
Yeah, pretty much so. Like coming over to Canada and immigrating, there was a lot of things I went through in high school. Just trying to fit in. I was in a little town in Ottawa called Vankleek Hill, and my sister and I were the only kids from India. So it was a real struggle. So took to my little writing pad and started kind of going.
Started writing.
Now, Rebecca, I want to know about your cultural background. Like Junaid ne abhi kaha, from Kuwait, you know, Indo-Canadian, there's so much to offer. Tell us all about what it was like to have that sort of cultural journey, and has that inspired your music?
I'm actually really happy that was an opportunity I had to travel and move around, mostly because of my parents for work reasons.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it has. Like, I've listened to South Indian music, I've listened to Bollywood songs, and in Kuwait I'd listened to a lot of Arabic music, and then come here. So far, I haven't been able to incorporate all the different styles yet, but I think along my journey, as I keep going, you know, it will happen. Like world music is a great thing, and I think that I will make sure it kind of happens. 'Cause, yeah.
Now, what was the first song you wrote?
The first song I wrote, it was called, it's really dark.
Hopefully nothing too depressing. If it's anything about high
It's
school.
too depressing. Why did you write such a sad song?
I think I
Because it was about high school. High
Yeah.
school में यार किसकी अच्छी यादें कब होती हैं? It's
Yeah.
all about like depressing times.
depressing times, you know, just initially, it was called Shadow of a Saint, and, you know. it
Wow,
was
the
about-
title's very sad.
Yeah,
But poetic.
It's
yeah,
quite poetic at a very young age. You wrote such a deep song, you know? I mean,
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's kind of buried somewhere. I did it. I played it on my guitar, recorded it. I have it. I don't think anyone will ever hear it, but it was definitely
Maybe
the
we'll
first
be the
song.
first.
Yeah.
Maybe a backstage. we'll discuss.
Yeah, but you know, that kind of got me going, and I think from there I just started looking at what else could I write about, you know, and would it be emotion based, would it be message based, would it be story based, and
yeah, so your songs, what are they really based on? Who's your really target audience?
I kind of target teenagers, anything upwards of, you know, even in old 30s plus. Like, it's like a adult contemporary, but there's also a teen market for some of my music. So it's kind of both ways. Because some of the songs I'll do on guitar, they're very like pop, acoustic, and then acoustic, and then there's pop, right? So kind of do both. And then the messages I want to send is for girls that maybe went through what I did, and in high school it was a rough time because I was a visible minority, and I had a bit of a complex, couldn't do what I wanted. Now, of course, coming to Toronto is a different world. It's like little India everywhere.
Everywhere.
You feel like you're at
You
home.
just
You're
have to
at
go to
home.
Gerrard Street. That's
Yeah,
really-
yeah, and I was shocked. I was like, oh, it's not that bad in Canada. Like, you know, look at this. So it
So much
was a
diversity.
Yeah, a big culture shock for me, just, you know, coming to Ottawa, but then it felt like home. So through that, it's a lot better. But I know there's still a lot of immigrant girls that will, or even boys that will come to those parts of Canada that are still very, very much a visible minority. So I want to kind of be that voice and kind of be like, there's no harm in that, and you can be comfortable with who you are. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
You've talked about your difference, your setbacks, you can say, personally with being South Asian. As a musician, as an artist, was it tough being South Asian?
Very tough. When I started out, I was doing like open mics and stuff when I finished high school, and I was trying to get known. I even did talent shows and stuff in school, but because I was Indian, it was always an issue.
Do people treat you differently? Like, that's really what I want to know.
Sometimes you wish that the music speaks for itself, and if someone likes a song and you hear it on the radio, you don't know who the artist is, and you go check it out and you'd be shocked. Oh, it's an Asian artist singing, That's really cool when that happens, but when you're doing live shows and they see you, it is tough because when you look at the media and you look at what's out there, how many Indian artists do you really see on a global scale? You see them in different niches, but like right now, we all know about Jay Sean's success, and that's great, right? But aside from that, like, it's this big gap.
He's one of so many people trying.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it is tough.
Do you feel it's really competitive? Like, everyone is is an aspiring artist, right? Trying to make a name for themselves. It's quite competitive, right?
I don't look at art or music as a competition. For me, it's like we all have different styles of music or messages, right? So I feel like there's room to create what you want and do what you do. And if you have your listeners and your followers and people that appreciate your music, that's good enough for me. Like, I would be ecstatic with that. And being able to go on tour and do concerts. Getting a Grammy or getting a Juno, those are all things artists want. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, not the end of the world. Like, just being able to get your message out and still do what you do is there's a lot of passion there, just doing that. So.
All right, Rebecca, one thing I really love about your music is it's very easy to say without even knowing you that you stay really true to your roots. We see a lot of the dole. How do you say that?
Dole.
Dole? Okay. Whatever that thing is. And we see a lot of the tabla as well in a lot of your music. Was that a decision you decided to make to kind of make it known that you are South Asian?
I think so, yes. Like, when I first did it, it was just guitar, drums, bass, electric bass, your typical band setup. And then it was done, and I'm like, okay, the song sounds good.
I really like that touch, by the way. It brings the song from here to here.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. I kind of felt like, being Indian, it's a good place to start with my community, with what I grew up with, and start there, because when I tried just the basic thing, it didn't do anything for me personally. So
you wanted to add that touch.
Yeah, it's a different kind of, I guess, instrumental mix on it, right? Down the road, I might just do mainstream stuff, but I think there's always the opportunity to have Desi mixes and Desi.
And it's really nice to see mainstream music with a Desi twist to it. Either we see it in Bollywood or we don't see it at all, right?
Yeah, very true.
You've also performed at Desi Fest and Masala Mehndi Masti. Describe the differences between performing in front of a live audience where the crowd is going and then when you're in studio, and which one do you prefer?
I prefer the live audience. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. As long as you don't get eggs thrown at you, you're good.
Which I'm sure never happens to you.
Never happened, but I've seen it happen, right? My biggest fear. But no, I think live audience is great. You get to interact with the people that are listening to your music. They get to see you. You get to see them. Great setting. Studio is a little more intimate. You really have to dig deep and find your emotions to be able to sing and record those emotions and get them through all the computer parts, right? And it's fun being in the studio because you can lay down your vocals, hear how you sound, fix it, but it's a little technical. At times it gets a little technical, and to me, I think if I'm doing the music, it's the performance part.
The performance, right.
And do you like going to these events and talking to people about and seeing what the response is like? Is that a good feeling?
It's a very good feeling. Meeting people, talking about the music, pictures, and they want to hear
autographs.
Different versions. Yeah, autographs,
He just likes the fame, that's all.
The autographs, I must tell you, every show I've gone to, there's a male artist and a female artist. There is always a bigger line for the male artists for autographs.
Really?
I have no idea why.
Because girls are crazy.
You know what? I would be in that line to get to an autograph and pictures.
Girls are crazier. Okay, Rebecca, baatein to chalti rahengi. We're having an awesome time chit-chatting with you.
Thank you.
But I think it's time to show the world, if they haven't already, it's time to show them how awesome you are. We're going to be showing our audience today How Can I Stay? How fun was that, shooting that music video?
awesome. It was October. I froze. I was outside.
Beautiful music video, though. Gorgeous music video.
Yeah, there were blankets on while the shots were going on. It was pretty
wow.
crazy, but unfortunately, summer goes so fast, and when you think you're going to shoot in the summer, it always happens in the fall.
But
and
autumn is a good time to shoot.
yeah, we captured those leaves and
Just
things.
gets
so
the
we
whole
had fun.
romantic feel of the video.
And
Really
it's a
nice.
very romantic video. Would you be so kind to sing us into it? Because you have a beautiful voice.
Sure,
Yes.
no problem. All right, so you know I still wanna love you, babe, but your love has me dying, and your love has me crying. How can I stay?
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Let's go check out the music video.
Used to be his sweetest friend, pick him up when he was down. Used to be the one he would run to when no one else came around. I watched him throw his life away, giving in to drugs that could kill. And even though I wanted to be there for him, slowly found I was empty within. You know I still wanna love you, babe. And you know I still wanna hold you, I wanna hold you, but your love has me crying, and your love has me dying. How can I stay? Tell me how can I stay? He used to be the shoulder I could cry on. I could call him any time of day. It was always good to hear his voice, 'cause he'd make you laugh if you were down. He always had time for everyone, but then he got to be about himself. Lost his dreams and hope to live.